Hello, therapy talkers. Yes, yes, yes. It is Pauline and your other favorite therapist, Tammy. I know it's been a while. Y'all have not seen us together in a bit, but we're here. We communicate. So today we decided to hop back on, didn't we, Tammy?
We did.
Because we know y'all missed us. You miss these lovely faces and whatnot. But there's the third face. Who is this?
Okay, so let me introduce you. This is the debut of... This is Gemma. Gemma is 15 weeks old. She is some people say Vishla or some people say Wiesla. But either way, she's freaking adorable. So this is Gemma. Say hi, Gemma.
Hi, Gemma. I say cute.
She is.
Hi.
I am all about dogs my whole life. I've had multiple dogs, and this is number 4 for us. So, but she is the calmest puppy I think I have ever met, and for that, with this breed, is pretty unheard of. So, she fits really good in our family.
Yes. Yeah. I cannot wait for us, or actually Tammy, to send us little videos via social media to see how Gemma is growing.
Yeah, that'll be fun. She's actually pretty big, but... Mm-hmm. What do you think of Therapy Talk, Gemma? She thinks it's fantastic.
Well, what do you know? 15 weeks old and she knows how well we are.
Right. She doesn't look very entertained, though. She's about ready to fall asleep.
Not at all, but that's all right. We all have our faces.
Yes, indeed. So what are we going to talk about today, Pauline?
Okay, so we are going to talk about racing thoughts. So you clicked on this video for 3 reasons. 1, you love Tammy and I. 2, you either experience racing thoughts or you want more knowledge about them. So that's why you clicked on this link today. So I want to start off by just really talking about what thoughts are. And the simplest way I can do this is to say your thoughts are an illustration of something. And so we have many thoughts and sometimes we don't even recognize them. These are automatic thoughts. And for those who've been in therapy, your therapist has probably talked to you about automatic negative thoughts if they use CBT model. But for today, we want to focus on racing thoughts, and maybe in future content, we'll expand more on how our thoughts and feelings are connected. I'm thinking something like that would be a fun production for you guys. So in checking in with Tammy, what are racing thoughts?
A long time ago, Pauline, I heard of this analogy. Can I use an analogy?
Yep.
For racing thoughts? Okay. So I heard of it a lot like a race. Now, not that I'm a runner. Anybody knows me knows I do not like to run unless there's something chasing me. But if we think about a race and there's a bunch of us there and there's a starting and whatever goes off, right? I don't know anything about running. So we run and we have all these we have all these people around us. Well, racing thoughts are kind of like that. We have all these thoughts. There are lots and lots and lots of them. And the goal is to narrow it down to one thought. So if you think of it like a race. I'm talking too fast. Think of it like a race. You get not worse, but you get less and less people as you go. And then pretty soon you are the one that crosses the finish line and it's just you. So my thought is racing thoughts, it's not a bad thing, but let's just try to narrow it down to one thought. One thought is more manageable than a bunch of thoughts.
Okay. I love a good analogy. And so thank you for that.
Yeah. So I also think racing thoughts can be a possible symptom of any number of conditions, but mostly I think it accommodates anxiety, and it really is a normal anxiety symptom, Pauline, as well as ADD or ADHD.
Definitely. I mean, when we experience thoughts, we feel them. So if you're feeling anxious, chances are your thoughts are also, you're having anxious thoughts. Right. So I am excited that we're talking about this topic because I love how we're able to separate things to actually figure out how they work so that we don't just label it as, oh man, this is bad, or this is happening to me. I don't know what it is. We want to like educate ourselves on it. Are y'all okay over there?
I might just put her down. She's getting like in my cords, but she keeps like trying to nuzzle and go closer. So Gemma, you're going to have to lay down there.
Bye for now. So let me talk about some facts about racing thoughts. Racing thoughts are fast moving. They're often repetitive. They can focus on one thing or topic or several things at once. These thoughts can escalate and turn into anxiety or interrupt your concentration. They can prevent you from being in the present. Racing thoughts also can impact your productivity. They are typically in a pattern, not always, but typically they are. They lack rationale, resolutions, or conclusions, and racing thoughts flood your mind and can drain your energy. For those who've experienced racing thoughts, can you relate with the energy piece of it?
Mm-hmm. I know I can. So some examples of racing thoughts can include, I think you've all heard the term thinking a mile a minute, not being able to shut your mind off, its inability to focus on other things. Racing thoughts can also interfere with sleep and result in insomnia. Not always, but it can. So this is how I think about it. This is probably a really great snapshot of what my mind does when I have some racing thoughts. So here's an example I came up with. I could be like, I wonder if I paid the electric bill. Wait, did I get the cell phone bill paid? Hey, I need to call Pauline and ask her about our summer plans. But the gas prices are so high and awful right now. I don't know if it's going to be too expensive to do a road trip this summer. Hey, it's summer. I need to paint the house. Or I wonder if the next door neighbor is putting their house up for sale. I hope I get nice new neighbors. I wonder if they have a dog or if they have younger kids. And it keeps going and going and going and going. So rapid thoughts is just like all these thoughts at the same time. That's what my mind would look like, and then some.
It's like thought after thought after thought.
Yeah, it is.
And what gets accomplished after?
Not much.
Not much. Man.
Not much.
No wonder you feel drained afterwards, right? Like your mind has been racing so much that nothing was produced other than anxiety and fatigue.
Right. Yeah. Not productive at all. Not productive thoughts at all. Yeah.
Well, having racing thoughts is often frustrating and scary because it creates a sense of being out of control. But having racing thoughts does not mean you're out of control. It could just mean that you are anxious and you're experiencing a lot of stress. And it's not that we're minimizing it either. Your thoughts are racing to such a degree that it's causing you sleeplessness, panic, or other emotional problems. Then it's very important that you learn how to manage them.
Yes. So here are some ways to manage some of your racing thoughts. Write them out. This is especially helpful if you're going to bed. Grab a notebook, paper, get your thoughts down on paper. You could also distract yourself with music, light reading, maybe some binge watching, get something on TV to watch, go for a walk or exercise. Move your body, just exert that energy into other areas. Make friends with it, meaning accept your thoughts as just that. They're thoughts. Your thoughts are not facts all the time. Deep breathing, meditation, yoga, mindfulness is always an option, and take one thought at a time and only one thought at a time. Just remember that whole racing analogy I used earlier. And again, if it gets to be too much, if it interferes with your daily activities, your nightly activities, your work, your personal life, it's okay to get professional help. Sometimes we need some help and support in those areas of our life. So if you have experienced racing thoughts, what has been helpful for you? Pauline and I would really like to hear what has worked for you. And that way we're helping other people out as well. So anything else, Pauline, you have on this as we move on through?
No, I think this is a great topic because more of us experience racing thoughts than we think. I guess I can add that you're not alone in the thoughts that you have, and your thoughts does not define who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's all I have.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, everybody, thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Thanks for being with us on this mental health journey. Why can I not talk today? Oh my gosh. Anyway, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.